Hey guys, welcome back to today's Let's Play of the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. It's been a few days since I've played it.
David Hunt.
I can change my skin.
Then skins.
Dr. Dekker dated his patients.
Right, we heard this one.
Else in my hour.
I brought.
Okay, so once we're done with this, we'll get a recap because I don't want to have to do the same recaps every episode. So I think in our last episode, at the end of it, we're dreaming now, and we woke up to like this black and white dreamscape with Mariana. Yeah, we don't have any questions or anything to ask. Who is still here?
Dr. Dekker. He wants me to kill people.
I want you to kill people.
He wants them to follow me. To the sea. To the creature.
Okay, so Mariana is the one that would, like, kiss guys and they would follow her home and not say anything. They were, like, in a trance and they would just follow her around. And we found out from one of our patients, maybe Jaya, I don't remember who, told us that there were bodies piling up. People were disappearing, and we think that it has something to do with Mariana. So now she's basically coming out and telling us what happens when these people follow you.
It eats them. It's getting stronger. Dr. Dekker says when it's strong enough, it's going to walk again. That's why I black out.
Wait, why do you black out? Why?
He doesn't want me to know. He doesn't want me to remember. I'm feeding a beast that wants to eat us all.
Oh.
You've
I told you I didn't trust her.
Doctor. You have got to tell me the truth.
So her blackouts are caused by Dr. Dekker. The reason she was blacking out is because every time she comes in contact with this creature, she blacks out. She doesn't have to remember feeding these people to it. What do you want me to tell you?
You're dreaming, but your dreams are the truth. Don't forget me when you wake. I don't know how I'm in your dream, but now we're together. Let's play a game.
I don't like that idea. I don't want to play a game with you, Mariana.
I say a word, you say a word. Ready?
The classic word association.
Guilty.
Guilty? What if we could, because the only option we have right now is innocent. What if we try to put in our own word? What if we put in Dekker?
Dr. Dekker.
Oh. No, I guess not. Guilty. Innocent.
Murderer.
Oh. Oh, now we're getting choices. Wait. Well, if we're thinking of murderer, we have Mariana or Claire. Nathan also thinks of himself as a murderer because his fiancée is dead. And Elend's patients keep dropping dead. Can we put in Dekker now?
Dr. Dekker.
No. Shoot. Because I feel like if we say Claire, like, it's going to affect her relationship with us. It's going to affect the story. Is there anyone else we think would be a murderer? I guess Claire.
That's a good doctor. Now, just give me those 3 little words, and I'll let you go.
That's going to affect our relationship with Claire. Not I love you. You're evil eye? Should we type that? UI evil eye?
Yes. Yes, you do.
What? I didn't want to say I love you, so I typed it in backwards. That's what our notes said. I guess next day. Yes. I don't love you, Mariana. Okay, here we go. Recap.
Killed himself.
David is weird.
Like she's watching me.
I need to put David
Molly,
out of his misery.
is it okay to steal things?
Sleeping tablets. Fingerprints.
Dead bodies.
I saw Jessica.
Should I kill David?
Hilda died last night.
Do you think I should tell her about
Psychokinetics.
the photos?
Dr. Dekker seemed to like a drink.
Bit of a drinking problem.
It's probably the same for Jaya.
One of his patients was trying to kill him,
He lent me some money.
leaving him messages.
Creature, human flesh.
I'd teleported.
Do you have that dream, Doctor?
Weird. Insanity, please. I wonder how many acts are in this.
Oh,
Jaya.
no, Doctor. You look.
Choose your words carefully. I
There's
pay your
something I need
bills.
to tell you. I can't find Dr. Dekker's prescription pad anywhere. I'm not sure when it went missing, but I don't remember seeing it for a while. Yours is there, but I'm scared one of the patients may have got their hands on it. Let me know if you find it, anyway, and ask me about Mariana later. I've got news.
Interesting. And the prescription pad is where Dr. Dekker said that he was finding death threats made by one of the patients. Okay. Dr. Prescription pad, I should ask the patients about it, and the death threats the death threats Nathan said were on it. Nathan said that during his sessions, Dr. Dekker was telling him that he was afraid for his life because someone was making threats against him on his prescription pad and leaving him notes. So, who should we start with? Bryce, Claire, Elin, Jaya. Okay, so we have the usual suspects. Let's start with Mariana because we just talked to her. She's still one of the most interesting patients to me because I think she's very sinister and she plays it off as being very sweet. How are you today?
I'm fine, Doctor. I went to the beach, swam under the sea, and returned to tell the tale. No blackouts. Nothing.
You seem different. How are your dreams?
I don't dream, Doctor. I haven't dreamed for years now.
She's not bubbly anymore. She seems very dark since she went swimming. Should I say you're lying about not dreaming? Because we saw her in our dream.
Yeah. I did say that was a dream, didn't I? Is it easier to swallow, knowing it's the truth?
What's the truth?
The truth is, I'm not like you, Doctor. Or anyone else.
I could tell that.
I can swim to the bottom of the ocean for hours. And people follow me,
Yeah, we know about the following. We knew that.
even if it's the last thing they do.
Tell me about being followed. So are we assuming that these people follow her? So from what I'm understanding, so they follow her to the ocean. She swims down to the bottom of it. They follow her into the ocean, and then she comes back out, but then they're devoured by something? Is that what she was trying to tell us?
People follow me into the sea.
Into the sea, yeah.
I don't force them, they just follow to see the creature.
So she's like a harbinger. What is the creature?
I'm not sure what you'd call it. A wisp? A star? It's so bright and warm and loving. I don't know why it leaves me. It only wants the others. It feeds on them.
Right, that's what you said. How does it feed?
When I look down, I black out. But if I can just keep looking forward, no blackouts, I can just swim back to the top
Oh.
when it's finished.
So you don't know how it feeds then. What's wrong with looking down?
You really want to know? If I look down, it's writhing, just limbs of people from the clubs and the bars. Not just from this week, but last week, last month, last year. They all look terrified, but somehow still alive. The creature. It's all inside them. poking holes through them that they shouldn't have. It just eats them. Slowly.
Oh. Well, that's unnerving. The creature eats them?
Missing people. That's where they go. I don't know I'm doing it. I swear I don't, Doctor. The creature. I hear it. It's hungry. Nobody can know. It's our secret.
She would not like this in our last playthrough. She has gotten dark. I can't. Okay, what missing people?
I can't explain what happened with John.
John.
He followed me back from the bar that night and swam with me under the ocean. I blacked out. He'd gone.
Okay. Who's John? You didn't tell us who John was.
You must have read about John in the news. He was a local student who went missing. He was a looker. And he had a way with words, but he was also a cheat. The creature liked eating him a lot. But I can't explain what happened next.
What happened next to John?
I left him to be eaten. And the next morning, he turns up in my bed at my house. He's not wet at all. No signs he's been in the sea, but he has holes in him. Lots of holes. His inside is on the outside. Just a ball of tangled worms. And now they're blaming me, but you knew that, Doctor, didn't you?
I did not know that, honey.
That's
You wouldn't
why
tell
I'm
me.
here.
I mean, I assumed that you all had some kind of criminal history or something from those referral letters I got, but that's... Like, did you kill him? Why are you really here?
They think I killed John. John and some others. They need to know whether I'm insane or not.
Just like Claire. Claire came to us looking for an insanity plea for stabbing her husband to death. Did you kill John?
No! The creature killed John.
So then how do you wind up at your house? Is she... Hold on. She looks like she's becoming more unnerved the more questions that we ask as she's on the sofa. Who needs to know whether you're insane?
My lawyer. He says I'm insane, but that he needs you to rubber stamp it. Do you think I'm insane, Doctor?
We have to make a choice? I mean, I've thought she's nutty since day one. I don't... We said we were going to give the insanity plea to Claire, and I felt really bad about it. I don't know which of these people are, like, crazy and which ones are not. I'm going to say, no, you're not insane.
I told you how grateful I'd be. But you need to fix my problem first. If they try me as sane, I'll be in prison for a long time. And then, how would you get your reward, Doctor?
You are super manipulative. Did you write the death threats?
I prefer actions over words, Doctor. You know that.
Okay. I can't keep a secret if people are getting hurt.
It's our secret. What will you tell people, that I'm feeding people to a creature at the bottom of the ocean? What proof do you have? You can't tell on me. You know what you do to me.
What I
You
do
visit-
to you?
I let you do it because sometimes I'm ashamed of what I've done.
Excuse me?
You make me feel like I deserve it.
What do I do when I visit you? Don't go spreading stuff around like that.
You get inside me, Doctor,
Excuse? No, I do not.
and it hurts.
No.
And you don't care.
That is not true. I do not get inside of you. Excuse me. I don't do that. Liar.
No.
You are a liar. You lie. Hold on. Don't. Get. Inside. Hold on. You liar.
You watch me undress.
Hmm.
You say nothing, but still you order it just like Dr. Dekker did.
Not true, honey.
I strip, ashamed. As I lie down, you bend over me. Your face. So horrible. Like worms. Crawling. With jaws like pythons. And you bury into me. I lay there, frozen, while you violate me, punishing me. I'm not sick. You're sick.
Alright, hold on. You're insane. I'm gonna change my mind about this. You're definitely nuts.
My lawyer.
I can't change it. Do you know about the prescription pad?
Why would someone steal Dr. Dekker's prescription pad? I didn't even know he had one.
Did you?
Wow. That's a low blow, Doctor. And after all our sessions, I'm not a thief. Even the loan, that was just unfortunate.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the loan. Dr. Dekker gave her a loan for like £15,000, I think.
Dr. Dekker asked for his loan back after diagnosing me as sane. In his opinion, my blackouts and everything else were fictional. He had no proof, of course, either way, or I'd be cured, but he asked for his money back, and I didn't have it.
So what did you do?
Why would I do that? Dr. Dekker transferred our loan agreement to Claire at Castleford. She bought him out.
What?
I owe her the money now.
Did you want to mention that before? Claire has not mentioned anything about Mariana in any of our sessions. Alright, let's talk to Nathan. Nathan's the one that was having the loop days. How are you today,
I
Nathan?
think you know who killed Dr. Dekker, so you're gonna have a good day. Can we talk a bit about hypnotism, though?
I don't know who killed Dr. Dekker. Who killed him?
This might feel like the darkest timeline, but it's not my darkest timeline. I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I'd look at one of your other patients, or maybe even your assistant.
I have been looking at Jaya a lot, actually. Okay, so let's ask him about hypnotism then. Hypnotism?
I've heard you can plant key words in people when they're hypnotized. How would I know if I had any? I think that the hypnotism didn't take, but maybe Dr. Dekker did hypnotize me, and it did work, and he told me to think that it didn't. I think I found one of the key words.
Okay, so like a trigger word? What key word?
I can't say what it is. I don't want to trigger it.
Can you write it down?
I was on the phone to my dad last night, and he said something, and boom, I fell asleep. Normally I wish that kind of thing would happen, but it just happened. I phoned him back. I thought it was seconds, but it was an hour later. I asked him what he'd said. He'd watched some NASA program. He was reading off planets. It was one of them.
Should we ask him what planet? Or is he gonna pass out again? Uh-oh. Is he playing with us? Are you fooling? What just happened? You just went into a trance.
So he did plant me with something. I have absolutely no idea. Did you find out what the key word is? What is it? No. Don't say it. Write it down for me. And thank you. You know, there's something I've not been telling you.
Okay, well, can we say it again? What would you do? Oh, it's just the same thing. Tell Nathan he went into a trance. I did that already. What haven't you been telling me?
It's about time travel.
What about time travel, Nathan?
I read a book about time travel. I thought what was happening to me was a type of time travel. I couldn't control it, but at the end of each day, I would travel back in time to the beginning and live it over again.
Right, like Loop Day. He told us that.
Like Doctor Who. I don't have a TARDIS, and I can't choose what time I go to.
You are not like Doctor Who.
Except once.
Where did you go?
The doctor said she was legally still alive. The only thing they could do was starve her. Hannah didn't die in the accident the first time around.
Oh.
It was worse than death. She wouldn't have wanted that. I was looking at a photo from around the time of the accident. I had a lot of alcohol, which I think was probably necessary. I jumped back to the junction. I started pulling out, but the lorry was already on us. I drove into the lorry to make sure. I didn't wake up in hospital because I woke up the next day, present day. Things had changed.
So, the first time around, he's saying that Hannah, his fiancée, didn't die in the car accident. She was a vegetable. And then he traveled back in time to make sure that she died on purpose so that she wouldn't have to live like that. What had changed about Hannah's death?
Her obituary changed in the press clippings I kept. It said she was killed instantly. Nothing else changed.
Okay.
Her family seemed to hate me more, which is ironic because the first time around, they pulled her off life support. So I saved them the indignity. Now they just think it was my careless driving that caused her death.
You seem awfully proud of yourself for that. How do you feel about Hannah now?
I'm at peace with Hannah now. I can save her. And I'll keep trying, but I must move forward. I did kind of ask you not to talk about this anymore, but I suppose you're not taking notes.
But then why are you here? Wait. I thought the reason we were seeing you in your sessions is because you kept looping because you kept thinking about Hannah. That's why you were here originally, unless things have changed. How have things been with Mariana?
Things have been interesting. Thanks to Mariana.
Okay. Why?
We went on a date. What sort of? She texted me this bar she was going to, and I just turned up. She can dance.
I don't want you seeing her.
Fixed most of the night.
I don't want you
Next thing
around
I know,
her.
I'm lying in my bed at home. The room's spinning. The day moved forward. In fact, every night I go and watch Mariana dance. The day moves forward.
Mm-mm.
Do you think Mariana likes me?
No, she doesn't like you. No.
So what you're trying to say is that Mariana is just using me and has no interest in me romantically whatsoever.
You got it.
Thanks. That helps my self-esteem.
She's crazy. She's a killer. Wait. Hold on. There's something that it wanted us to ask. I am taking notes? I am taking notes.
No. Sorry.
Oh. It said something about that. Wait. Nathan, clearly I'm taking notes, it says. I don't know. Do you know about the prescription pad?
His prescription pad's missing. The one with all the death threats on it.
Yeah, he's the one that told us about the death threats.
Do you think the murderer took it to cover their tracks?
How are they covering their
I
tracks?
suppose it could be a coincidence, but I'm guessing whoever murdered Dr. Dekker stole his prescription pad.
That's what I was thinking. Okay. We gotta ask him about the other
Pluto's not a
planets.
planet, is it? And why are you even trying?
We gotta ask you all these
I
questions.
don't want it to be triggered.
We already got it. It was Saturn, so not a problem. Okay. Let's talk to Bryce, the Gravedigger. He's the one that has the extra midnight hour. They all look super stressed now, compared to how they were before. Well, not her. She's still pretty cool as a cucumber. How are you today, Bryce?
I'm not feeling very well. I tried
can
to
kinda
sleep
tell.
through the midnight hour, and I slept for 8 hours. When I woke up, it was looking at me. That thing was looking at me. Time was still frozen. But I can't escape it. I'm doomed.
Why do you think you're doomed?
It knows what I did with Dr. Dekker. It's been taunting me.
What you did with Dr. Dekker? Wait. What? Are we gonna skip over that? What did you do with him? You do with... Hold on. With... What did you do with Dekker?
It wanted me to follow it, so I did. It brought me here, Doctor. Here. It thinks I killed Dr. Dekker. I'm sure of it.
Well, now I do too. Did you kill him?
I took his body. It was me. I took it from the coffin because I didn't want him put in the ground. I don't know what I was going to do with him. I just didn't think burial would be enough. Maybe I would cremate him. But the body disappeared.
Okay. So we'll just add defiling a human remains to your list of crazy stuff. How did the body
I
disappear?
know you want to be buried, but it's never the end, is it? I have a private tool shed at the graveyard. I moved his body in there before the burial, but when I came back, he'd gone. It was locked, and he'd gone. How did that happen, Doctor? How did Dekker do that?
Maybe somebody else moved
If
it?
someone else moved Dekker, they'd had to have picked the lock, moved the body, and then locked up again. Why go to the trouble of locking up again?
Maybe he
It's not
teleported?
out of the question to think that Dr. Dekker teleported himself out of the tool shed. If I can do it, he probably can.
I somehow
That's the
doubt
kind of
that.
thing I've been thinking. But the thing that's been following me, it can teleport too. I think the thing might be Dekker. Is the thing Dekker?
I'm quite certain it's not.
And so it is. You worried me then, Doctor. I thought you were starting to believe in the unbelievable too.
No, I'm really not. You're definitely nuts. For sure. Maybe he's back from the dead?
Perhaps. It had crossed my mind that Dr. Dekker perhaps resurrected himself. Maybe he wasn't dead. Just sleeping.
How is Jessica? Jessica is his neighbor who he took naked pictures of in the midnight hour.
I waved back at Jessica yesterday, and she smiled.
How nice.
It was bigger than normal. I think we may have made a connection, Doctor.
You should stay away from Jessica,
The
honey.
photos I have of her, I think I'm going to destroy them.
I
They're
would.
my problem, not hers.
Hold on. Can we type? Can we tell him to destroy the photos? I'm trying to direct the dialogue a little bit more. Destroy the photographs.
I don't know why you're asking me that.
I'm not asking you anything. You said you were going to destroy them. I'm trying to help you. Are you still stealing things?
I teleported back into the art gallery after our session, in the midnight hour. I replaced the painting, so I haven't stolen anything for a long time now. Perhaps a cheeky borrow best describes it.
You are really creeping me out, man. What has been happening in the midnight hour to you?
I've tried to avoid my extra hour. I tried to sleep through it. I did try one thing.
What did you try?
I spied on you, Doctor.
Why is everybody spying on me?
You have a strangeness, don't you?
I have a strangeness? What strangeness do I have? What have you been getting off watching me do?
You live in the same house as Dr. Dekker.
What?
I spied on him several times, so I know the house very well. You kept it almost entirely the same. Why did you live in the same house as Dr. Dekker? Is it a perk? Or you, Dr. Dekker?
I wonder if that's true. No, I'm not Dr. Dekker. The house is a perk.
Thought it might be a perk. I'm sorry I spied on you. I was just getting worried that you weren't who you said you were. Just some mannerisms, strangeness.
You're strange.
It's good you've adopted his dog, though. I'm not sure many people would have done.
Oh, we have a puppy. Should we ask anything about the dog? Dog?
Sorry.
I feel like that was a weird thing to add on to the end of it, about the dog. I don't think we have any new evidence. No. Okay. Do you know anything about the missing prescription pad?
I didn't steal Dekker's pad. I didn't have to. If I wanted to use it, I could just teleport in here and steal a sheet. Why take the whole pad? Why be that obvious?
I don't know. Could someone maybe be writing themselves prescriptions on his pad? Was there anyone that was asking for drugs? The only person that we've met that was asking for prescriptions was that girl Jasmine from the art gallery. She was asking us for temazepam prescriptions for sleeping pills. Alright, let's talk to Claire next. So Claire's the one that stabbed her husband to death with a steak knife and says she resurrected him, and he's living in a lake house. How are you today?
I'm fine.
You are not fine.
I killed David. Again.
Oh,
Like you told me to.
we did. We did tell her to kill David again. How did you do it?
With an axe. I got him to put his head on the wood block. He didn't really know what he was doing. He trusted me. I cut off his head. When I picked it up, it was smiling. Probably a muscle spasm.
Okay. Did you see Anushka again? Anushka is the name of the little girl that lived by the lake that she's been seeing.
Anushka's fine, I would imagine. Her father came over to talk about the missing cat. It would have been an easier conversation had I not been splattered in blood and sweating like a milkmaid.
Why do milkmaids sweat? Is that a British thing? Sweating like because they're milking so many cows? What else did Anushka's father do?
It seemed like he wanted to give me a piece of his mind, but when he saw the state I was in, he fled. There were no police that turned up. I suspect I've got away with it, at least this second time. Now all that's left is for you to write up my diagnosis.
We told her that we would tell her that she's insane. What diagnosis? The insanity.
I'm not sound of mind. That I wasn't sound of mind when I killed David. It's up to you whether you want to mention any of our other
What else can you tell me about Dekker?
Oh, the continuing saga of Dr. Dekker. After he'd seen David and done his due diligence, he came up with an offer I couldn't refuse. Remember? The one I told you about when we first met.
I honestly don't remember it. What was it? I don't remember.
Dr. Dekker wanted me to reanimate him.
Oh, that's right.
He said he would kill David unless I agreed.
How are you supposed to reanimate
He
him?
called me on Valentine's night. He promised to use a disposable phone so there would be no trace. I was supposed to come here, where I would find him dead, and then reanimate him. I agreed immediately. It seems that Dr. Dekker went through with his half of the agreement. But I forgot to turn up.
So wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. So Dr. Dekker called her on Valentine's night to come to the office to reanimate his own dead body. So he died knowing that he would be dead, and she was supposed to come and reanimate him and didn't? What? Should I ask her something else? She's just kind of leaving me there. Do you know anything about the prescription
I
pad?
never saw Dr. Dekker's prescription pad. I imagine he kept it hidden away. To stop people stealing it?
That makes sense, actually. Okay, now we'll talk to Elin. Elin, oh, you look very cute and bubbly today, Elin. She's the one that called herself the Angel of Death. She has a bunch of people at the nursing home that have been turning up dead. She's been working there, and she says she can shift her skin to look like other people. Do you know anything about the prescription
What
pad?
about the prescription pad?
Did you take it?
Yes, I took it. I had to.
You had to? What do you mean you had to?
Dr. Dekker told me he could use it to take away my gift.
What? Take away your gift? What are you talking about? Take away your gift? What? Take away your gift?
I don't really have anything to say about.
Well, you can't just say that. What? Can we just write gift?
I don't know what to tell you.
You can't just say that and then... whatever, how are you
I'm
today?
good. I feel better. Last session, that was all negative. I don't want to be like that.
Well, that's good.
I made you something. A little thank you for being so nice. They're cookies.
I don't know if I want to take your cookies, Elin. Why were you feeling negative?
I'm a happy person. And really, what's the point of being miserable? It doesn't matter what's going on at work or anything. Happy is the only goal. Max told me that. I think some footballer might have said it.
Are you still seeing Max? Max was the guy she went on a date with and said that they didn't really click.
I told you about Max, right? Didn't I mention him before?
Yeah, he's... Didn't you date him? Yeah.
Yes, but you don't know the whole story. Max is 77. He was one of my patients. I thought he was dying, so I shifted for him. Became an old sweetheart of his, apparently. Only Max didn't die. He actually got better somehow. And then he came and asked me to do it again.
What? Who was it?
Eleanor, her name was, or is. Like I say, he doesn't even know where she is now. But she obviously still loves him. When I shifted, I felt all fluttery and excited. It's so sweet, isn't it?
That's really weird. Did you become Eleanor for Max?
Yes. Max and Eleanor had dinner on Valentine's Day. I felt a bit weird when he asked me. But he said he just wanted to have one more date with her, and then he wouldn't ask me again. And to be fair, He was a perfect gentleman. I mean, I didn't want to have that conversation.
Wait a minute. So she was Eleanor on Valentine's night with Max? Didn't we meet somebody who vouched for her alibi? Mariana? Didn't Mariana say that she saw Elin with Max at the pier? But Elin wasn't Elin. Elin looked like Eleanor. So how did Mariana know? I don't know. I'm getting all jumbled up here. Let's try talking to Jaya. We haven't talked to Jaya yet today. Jaya is our assistant. So Jaya, how are you today?
I'm worried about you, Doctor. And the fingerprints on the bottle? Sorry, I dropped it.
What do you mean you dropped it? You dropped the bottle? Why are you worried about me?
You just seem a little different from the person who turned up all those weeks ago.
These people are making me
You don't
nuts.
talk to me as much as you did. You flitter between patients in a daydream. Tell me what things are bothering you.
I'm working in the office of a dead man who was murdered. Do you think I'm going insane?
Don't joke about going insane, Doctor. That's one thing I can't let happen on my watch. If you become insane, then I'll snuff you out.
Wow. Did you snuff Dekker out?
Dr. Dekker had, in my opinion, become clinically insane, and it was rubbing off on the other patients. Maybe I would have put a stop to it, but I didn't need to. The grandfather paradox did that for me.
Wait. The grandfather paradox, that was the notion that she brought up before, that if you travel back in time and kill your own grandfather, then you'll never have existed in the first place, which means you'll never have gone back in time to kill your grandfather. So how did the grandfather paradox kill Dekker?
Dr. Dekker killed his grandfather by going back in time. At least he thought he had. An earlier version of himself knew this would happen, so to prevent him from preventing himself from being born in the first place, he took an overdose. Sleeping tablets and alcohol. At least that's how he explained it to me before he did it.
But he was stabbed. What are you people talking about? I'm so confused because so many people have conflicting stories. Stabbed. You gave me the police report. Stabbed. Right? Stabbed. He was stabbed.
That's not really relevant, is it?
That's absolutely relevant. He was stabbed in the heart. He was stabbed in the heart with that letter spike. Am I wrong? We have it. We have the report. That's toxicology report. Wait. I'm not crazy. Crime scene report. Soaked in blood with an obvious... It was a paper spike. So yes, he might have overdosed on that stuff. But he had a spike in his chest. What? Okay, you said his prescription pad went missing. We found out Elin did it.
Dr. Dekker's prescription pad is still missing. I'll let you know if it turns up.
It was Elin. Elin took it. Elin.
Your patients will always be a bother, but you're caring for people. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? In a few weeks' time, there'll be a whole new bunch of faces with a whole new bunch of quirks. Let's not have a whole new doctor, shall we?
What, you asked me who stole the pad? Elin... Hold on. Elin... stole... the... pad.
Your patients will always...
Alright, tell me about the death threats.
I didn't know anything about that. If I have any grievances with my employer, I spit in their coffee. I hope that's how you like it.
I did not like her from day one, and I like her even less now. I like how all these characters are just like, they're really starting to irk me. Do you have any grievances with Dr. Dekker?
Don't become like Dr. Dekker. I think that somebody killed him because he was using them.
I agree with you.
There's some footage I can't show you because it would affect you too much. Suffice to say, when Mariana told him she could breathe underwater, he wanted the same power for himself. So instead of trying to cure her of it, he'd try and amplify it to see how it worked, so he could imagine it for himself. I think he did that with all his special patients. I think he wanted all of their powers.
So you believe that they're all psychokinetic? Yeah. You think they're all psychokinetic too. She keeps talking to us about that psychokinetic book that she's always going on about. She thinks that they're all psychokinetic too. I'm the only one that's like, I don't know if they're crazy or not. Who are the special patients? Everyone that we're seeing, right? Nathan, who could travel through time and has his loop days. Bryce, who has the midnight hour. Mariana, who can breathe underwater. Claire, who can reanimate the dead. And who am I missing? Elin, who can shift.
Any patient who presented with psychokinetic issues, they were his special patients.
Right.
Towards the end, he began ignoring all the other cases. Most of the patients saw it as a curse, what they were experiencing, what they were unwittingly doing.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Dekker saw it as an ability, a power to be harnessed and used for, well, God knows what he was going to use it all for. So we made them give in to it, and it consumed them, consumed all of them. Whether you believe any of that or not is your choice, but they did, which made them angry.
Okay.
And that's why I think he was murdered by a patient.
I agree with you. I think he was murdered by someone in this office. It could have been you. How are you coping with the grief, Jaya?
I think I'm okay with the grief now. My mother died suddenly, and I think I was projecting Dr. Dekker's death to be about her. I know they're not related.
How did she die?
My mother died suddenly, like Dr. Dekker. For her, though, it was different. She burst into flames. I was 7. They said she must have been smoking and drinking on the sofa, but she doesn't smoke or drink. Professor Alderby said it was spontaneous combustion.
Or there's a psychokinetic ability called pyrokinesis where you can burst things into flames with the power of your mind. Every patient we've seen that's special has been psychokinetic in some form or fashion. Could it maybe be... Could you be here because you have psychokinetic abilities too? You're very interested in them. Pyrokinesis? Maybe?
I don't know anything.
Nah. I'm just trying to put these pieces together because everyone we've seen and talked to has had some kind of ability, except for Jaya, who keeps talking about these abilities. So maybe she has one too. What's the news you have about Mariana?
I've been reviewing your files. I know, I'm sorry, a bit naughty, but have you considered that Mariana may have murdered Dr. Dekker because of the money she owed him?
I did ask her
She
that.
had most to gain. She got all the money if he died, and it makes most sense, doesn't it?
But the agreement went to Claire. So what if we put in Claire loan agreement? Claire loan.
Your patients will...
Okay, alright, so, because she's the one that had the loan agreement transferred over to her. So, we could progress to... Ooh, accuse? Accuse as in accuse the murderer? Is this our last day? Oh, this might be the last day. Hold on. Tell me about the loan transfer.
I don't know why she did it, but Dr. Dekker got repaid, and now my agreement is with Claire. You should ask her.
I'm going to ask her. I absolutely am. How well do you know Claire?
She's the woman that took over the loan I had with Dr. Dekker.
Okay. Has anyone else turned up at your home?
You're a naughty one, Doctor. You know you visited my home. Why do you keep denying it?
I sure didn't visit your home. I did not visit you at home.
Don't you remember? That's a shame. You had fun.
You are a dark and twisted person. What did we
If you
do?
can't remember, I'm certainly not going to enlighten you.
Okay, I'm just gonna put in money. Money. I mean, I don't think that...
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we can accuse somebody, but I don't want to accuse anybody. Because I don't know enough yet. I still have no idea who could have done this. Oh, okay, Nathan. Why would you lie about Hannah being on life support?
I haven't been lying. As far as everyone's concerned, she died in that car accident. Instantly.
Okay. Did you ever think to drive away from the lorry? So he said he went back in time to drive directly into it to kill her instantly.
I didn't have time. I jumped back to the split second the accident happened. The truck was already on us. I should have left the first time, so I tried right. If I could have saved her, I would have done. I didn't want her to die.
Okay. Oh, I can't ask any more questions? Oh, no. This is killing me. I don't have enough information yet. They want me to accuse somebody. I don't have enough information. Do you know anything about the death threats on the pad?
Well, kudos to whoever had the guts to do that. Wasn't me. What did they say? You've piqued my interest now.
I don't know what they said. I'm trying to find out. You said a thing was looking at you.
The thing that's following me. It doesn't have a face. I saw it close up when it was standing over me. It has no face, no eyes, no mouth, no nothing. Inside its hood is just space. Just a black hole.
Okay. You said you were trying to sleep through the
I
night?
tried to sleep through my extra hour. I didn't want to face it. That thing has been taunting me. I wish I was still religious.
Why? Hold on. Religious? What did you believe in? Like, are we talking like Christianity or like Cthulhu worship?
When something is chasing you, you start wishing that there was a higher power that could save you. I remember you agreeing with me that there are too many religions.
I remember we talked about
I
that.
wish there was only one, and one that I could believe in.
Okay. I don't know. Let's talk to Claire again. Did you write the death threats on the pad?
I've already told you, I never saw his prescription pad, so of course I didn't write him death threats. It sounds like someone is trying to frame me. Who's trying to frame me, Doctor?
Oh, wait a minute. Do you think Mariana is framing you?
I don't really know the girl, but I did buy out her loan from Dr. Dekker.
But
I
why?
mainly did it to shut him up about it. But can you imagine having him as a creditor? That poor girl. I hope it didn't accrue anything more than interest.
Why would Dr. Dekker want to kill David?
Yes. Dr. Dekker threatened to kill David. That terrified me at the time. I still had hope that David would recover.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but he didn't recover. What if I don't think you're insane?
Doctor, did I tell you about that time that I used the power of my mind to bring my husband back to life? I can't imagine what I'd do to the psychiatrist that double-crossed me. But I'm sure it will be fun. For me, at least.
You better back up, lady. Does she have a machete in her hands? She just walked towards me holding something in her hands. What did you have? She just had something big and sharp and pointy in her hands. What did... Oh, man. I do not have enough information, y'all. I am starting to... Oh, man. Okay, do you know about the death threats?
Someone was sending Dr. Dekker death threats. Had no idea. He never said anything to me about it.
Interesting. Why would he want to take away your gift?
I suppose he was just trying to cure me. I mean, I thought he believed that I could shift, but maybe he didn't. Maybe he was just humoring me the whole time.
Okay. Did you kill him?
I could never hurt anyone. You have to believe me, Doctor.
Because all your... Ooh, that is a creepy smile. Don't look at me with that smile, Elin. You're the one with all the dead patients. What's in the
Usual
cookies?
stuff. Flour, sugar, butter, chocolate chips, and my special ingredient. A little herbalist magic to give you some pep. You look like you need it.
Because you people are driving me up a wall. You put herbs in the cookies?
You can put herbal remedies in food. The effect's more subtle, but it does work.
Okay. Why didn't Max die?
I don't know why Max didn't die. It usually works.
Uh-huh. What do you mean by... Wait. What do you mean by usually works?
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
I think you meant that you shifted and then they died, not the other way around. It seems like the way she's been presenting it is when they're about to die, she shifts. Now it sounds like the way she just presented it is that she shifts and then they die. Hold on. You kill them?
What do you mean? Sorry, I don't understand.
Shifting. Shifting kills them?
Sorry, Doctor, I'm trying to...
Nah. I don't know how to phrase it. That's the most frustrating thing about this, is I have these questions in my head that I want to ask them, but if I don't phrase it with certain keywords, then, man. Yeah, what do you mean by usually works? Hold on.
I just mean when I shift. They see their loved one and say what they have to say, and then there's nothing stopping them from moving on. Why? What did you think I meant?
What? Killer? I'll just try this one.
That does...
Why did you shift again for
Thing
Max?
is, because Max didn't die, he saw me change back after I let go of his hand. There wasn't anything I could do about it.
Okay. Thank you for bringing me a
You're
present.
very welcome.
Oh. I feel like I need... Oh, I cannot accuse someone right now, game. We only have one more person to ask questions of, and that's Jaya. Who do you think murdered Dekker?
It's not your job to find out who the murderer is. It's the police. You can only point them in the right direction. Murder is a means to an end. There's a lot more going on here you should be thinking about.
Well, it's all connected, isn't it, Jaya, honey? Do you think Cthulhu is real?
A fictional space god that's resting at the bottom of the Atlantic. It's not likely, is it? Or maybe you think it is. Have you spoke to Mariana today?
I have. Oh, I can't ask anyone else any questions? No! Alright, can we just flat out ask? What do you have to say about Dekker? You can't really answer that. Maybe I should just ask them all individually. Did you kill Dekker?
You'll have to ask me something else.
No, I won't. Do you know about Cthulhu?
I don't have an answer for you.
This is frustrating. Hold on. I'm seeing if I'm getting hurt. What did we do? Does she assume that we had sex? What if I just put in sex?
I've got nothing to say about that.
No, you wouldn't. Oh man, this is killing me. I can't ask any more questions and I don't know what I should be asking people. Did you kill Dekker? Did you kill Dekker.
I took his body.
Right, you took his body. The only person that's told us anything about about Dr. Dekker's murder has been Claire this session. She says that Dr. Dekker killed himself and then asked her to come and reanimate him. But he has a spike in his chest. So, like, he obviously didn't do that to himself. Did you kill Dekker?
Dr. Dekker had.
I don't want to do this, y'all. Oh, man. Hold on, let me try one more thing. I'm just trying to type in keywords to see if I can jostle anything.
That's not relevant here.
It's not relevant here, you're right. I just don't know what else to ask you. Because they're still yellow. If they're yellow, that means there's more questions that I can ask them. So, what if I said, hold on. You're not insane. Just curious.
Doctor, did I...
No. Alright. Accuse? Who murdered Dr. Dekker? Oh, no. I have to choose now. Oh, man. Oh, no. How am I supposed to know this? I don't have nearly enough information. Crap. So what do we know about Dr. Dekker? Temazepam and... Can I pull up anything else? No? Oh, no. So we know that temazepam and alcohol killed him. We know that. We know that he died in his office on Valentine's night. The people who have alibis are Elin, because Mariana said that she saw her. Claire said she thinks she was at the lake house. Bryce was working. Nathan was at the church talking to an archaeologist. The one person that I haven't trusted since day one has been Jaya. And the reason I don't trust Jaya is because on Valentine's night, she admittedly was at the office. She was there. The only other person that was at the office at that time was Dr. Dekker. She was at the office between 8:30 and 10:30, and he died at like 9:30. And she said that Dr. Dekker told her that he was going to kill himself. So I think that she came there and either helped facilitate his murder, or she finished the job and stabbed him with a spike. I don't really know how else it would be. I feel like we don't have enough information about this, and I'm really concerned because I was hoping that we would have more time. So I'm going to say Jaya.
I'd be careful what you say next, Doctor. After all, I know these sessions are being recorded. My job is to support the doctor, but only if the doctor is making the patients better. Do you think you're making the patients better, Doctor? I wasn't even here on Valentine's Day, and I wouldn't hurt a fly.
Yes, you were.
If
You said you
believe,
were.
as I do, that we're here to help patients restore their sanity, to restore order, then you'd be happy that Dr. Dekker was gone, regardless of who did it. Nobody wants the inmates running the asylum, do they? Well, let's say you're right, that I did kill him. My job is more important than yours.
Excuse me?
I watch every doctor that comes through those doors, making sure they keep their heads. Without me, we'd have chaos. Without you, we'd have another doctor. So, Doctor, let me ask you again. Who do you think killed Dr. Dekker? Was it me? Or was it you?
Excuse me? I caught the killer. But what about your patients? And what about you? What about me? Insanity. Same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So did we get a bad ending? Is that what you're telling me?
So I've got a new dog, a basset hound. She's got these big floppy ears and a really sad face. You know, even sadder than I look.
Okay.
Ginger. I call her Ginger. She's a rescue. But since I've had Ginger, I've never looked back. Literally. Not one day.
I'm not really sure what you'd call it. Mutually assured delusions? I think Dr. Dekker was projecting his weird fantasies on me, and it was just going to be easier to go along with it. To participate.
Okay.
I feel much better now I know I didn't hurt anyone. I didn't hurt anyone. Did I?
Terry's been promoted to night sister. She hadn't been in, and I thought she was off sick, but apparently she was on a course. So, she's my new boss now. I've already started looking for other jobs. It's no secret Terry hates me. But, you know, got to be positive about it. I could have a completely fresh start. There's a job on the children's ward I'm going to go for.
There's no need to go over old ground. I understand. David died when I stabbed him, and everything else since, everything else that's happened, that was all me. David, Anushka's father, Iris. What's next for me, Doctor? How do we cure what I have? By all accounts, and thanks to a very unfriendly jury, it seems like we're going to have quite a lot of time to figure that out.
I think
So
I was in
she's
my
got
own
the
head
insanity
too
deal.
much, manifesting things that weren't there. But I'm very much an art connoisseur now. It's definitely helping keeping me sane. I realize that I'm a very visual person, and paintings can keep me occupied for hours. I go to Providence whenever I get the time. It's the local art gallery here. The best time to go is late at night. You get the place all to yourself.
Psychiatrist Assessment Unit.
The curse continues at Dr. Dekker's psychiatry practice, where another physician has been murdered by a patient.
Me?
Found by night cleaning staff, Dr. Dekker's replacement was pinned to the chair with a paper spike, in what police are describing
Me?
as a copycat murder. Jaya. You're supposed to be looking after them. How many more do we have to go through before you get a good one?
So it wasn't Jaya. Okay. So we must have got a bad ending, because at the end of the game, that was really cool. The end of the game, they all assumed that they were insane. So I guess we fed into their fantasies too much, and at the end of the game, they all claimed insanity, when really we should have maybe been telling them all that they were delusions the whole time. Are you throwing stuff at me? Don't throw stuff at me, Jaya. That was really cool. We're gonna have to play this again, I think. I don't know if I'm gonna jump into this week. I'm gonna keep it in my library, definitely, but I think we should play again to try and get a good ending, because I'm really curious. Because we obviously got the bad ending. We died. So, okay, hold on. Let me select something. The power of deduction. So what if I click on replay?
Might be careful what you say next, Doctor. After all, I know these.
So I've got a new dog.
Oh, it's just, okay, it's the same. So I'm gonna have to, let's see, stats, responses found, act progress, overall progress, hints used. I guess I should have been using more hints. I kept forgetting to use the hints. That probably could have helped us figure out some new questions. So I think we would have to start a new game. So I might not get around to it this week, but I definitely want to pick this game up again because I want to know what the right response is. It was really weird because I feel like it ended so abruptly. Like, I only had 5 days to get to know these patients and to figure out if they were crazy or not crazy. And at the end of those 5 days, I had to make a decision about which one of them killed the doctor, and I don't think we had enough information. And if we go to our stats screen, we see that we're missing like 35 responses from the patients. So maybe in those 35 responses, we could have figured out exactly, and I'm not sure what the searches made is. Searches made 924, I have no idea. We could have maybe figured out in those responses who the killer was. Like, we didn't know. And I still don't have enough information, so we're going to have to start a new game. But I definitely want to pop back to this. So if you like this game, give it a like and subscribe for more. And let me know if you want me to try this one again, because I'm really interested. I really want to bounce back into this like right now and start a new game, but I'm not going to. But I appreciate y'all watching, and I will catch you for the next one. Peace.